Yo, what up guys, so in today's video what I want to do is basically introduce you to Burp Suite Repeater. Now, I'm using Hack the Box. Just before I start, what I want to basically say is if you want to learn using Burp Suite and Zap, Hack the Box has one of the best levels that you can learn from. So if you go to Hack the Box and you go to using web proxies, or I think the level is called using web proxies, it is a brilliant level to use. And that's what I wanted to say basically now. So basically now I'm going to show you how to use a Burp Suite Repeater. In the future I might show you how to use Zap as well, but on this occasion and then on this video I want to focus on Burp Suite, and then as I said maybe in the future on Zap. So the first thing you need to do is basically we need to intercept a request and load the website. So the first thing you want to do is load the website and basically find the website you want to intercept and use the repeater against. Now, what is a repeater? I'll show you in a second, but as the name may, give you a hint, it's basically repeating requests. And it's a very, very powerful tool. It allows us to do a lot of things. So if you press, basically if you just send something, but before you send something, we need to basically, for this occasion, because the source code doesn't allow us to put more than a couple characters, we can say sort of a security feature, but it's not a big security feature because we can easily bypass this. So if you look for the source code, just change it to 100, max length 100, and you just intercept on ping, and as you can see this is a request, and this is our basically the box we just sent, or the request we have made for here. And now if you because this is a proxy, and proxy is basically one request and you have to get a new request again, which, as you may think, it's not something ideal and something very, very time consuming if you want to do lots of requests at once, or you may want to test some different payloads, or you're testing stuff or something, right? Whatever you're trying to do, repeating the same thing will take you lots of time. So if you just press right click and send to repeater, don't highlight anything, just right click repeater, and you should be here. Now, as you can see, we got a window. Now, what we can do is basically we can change the request. So the first thing you should do is maybe, let's put ID to check who we are. Now, for some reason, it takes a bit longer today, but that's fine. So the first thing I want to say is basically this overall pinging your IP or sending command injections or command through a web server is dangerous in itself, because this is basically how we can easily bypass the stuff like this, right, easily. So I don't recommend having stuff like this, basically some, a script basically sending requests through the web server and back and forth, right? That's not a very, very safe procedure. I would actually not have anything sending automatic commands through the systems. Right, so as you can see, it returns a request, which means this is basically vulnerable to command injection, right? So as you can see, we send us a request who we are. Basically, www data is usually a website, so we know we're basically accessing the Linux machine as the web server. So now we can change basically to what we want. Let's check where are we, right? We're obviously in possibly var www.html. But let's see where we actually are. Yeah, so as I said, we are in var www.html. Now we can actually list files as well. Now, why would you list files? Well, we can list files because you can see what's here, right? You might find, for example, this, we're looking for a flag, right? But because in actual pen testing environment, you would look for certain files that might give you credentials, might give you logins, which then you can brute force, right? You can actually see a login page. You can actually find the login page by looking at cat, and then if you just come out to home, I could have probably done this quicker, but without me wasting time, I'm just using the same command I know that works. So let's see. Now, as you can see, it returned a positive response. So we have basically all the logins and the users. You might, as I said, you might find a user, for example, you might find a maybe you would find an administrator login, and then you might find credentials that are reused, or you could find some credentials that are vulnerable or very, very easy to crack, and you can brute force, right? It's always better to have a login than no login and try to brute force a login and the password, right? And you can also social engineer. You might phone them, you can ask them, you can email them for a password. Say, you know, hello, I'm the IT administrator of 12345 Company Ltd. And I was just thinking if you could, you know, send me your password, I might, you know, I need to do some maintenance, whatever, right? Just some scenario I made up quickly. So, as you can see, this is very, very vulnerable, as I said. That's why I'm not a really big fan. Whenever I see command injections and basically for the systems and the web servers, I'm not a big fan, and I don't really like that because it's very, very vulnerable, right? And it's very, very easy to manipulate because, as I said, this using Burp Suite is, you know, it's anybody can download Burp Suite and load this, right? It's very, very easy to do. So basically that'll be it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed. In the future, I'm making, as I said, I'll make some couple other tutorials about Burp Suite, Zap Proxy. I just need some time to make sure that I do some good content. And basically that's what I wanted to say. I think I don't have anything else to say. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you can leave a like, subscribe, comment. Make sure to check out my Twitter. Check out my other socials on my card link, which is in the comments, in the description and possibly in the comment section. And thank you for watching, guys. See you later.